kiln room, we're going to load a bisque fire. So, come in.
So just a little background, we did our step of like forming our little, this is like we made our pumpkins. And then we took a little scrubber that looks like this, and we scrubbed off all the rough edges, because the rough edges can, after you bisque fire them, they can get very sharp. Yeah. So we just smoothed them down.
Very light sanding.
Light sanding.
Just a little bit, because they're still very fragile. Just a little bit.
And we know they're ready to bisque fire because
they've been sitting around for a few weeks.
They've been sitting for a few weeks, and when you put them to, you said when you put them to your cheek, yeah, they're kind of...
They're like neutral. It's
okay.
Not cold.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to have to get somebody from the office to walk you down and unlock the kiln room. It's in the 5th grade hallway between the boys' bathroom and Miss Covington's room. So you come in, turn the lights on, and you just open up the kiln. And you can see inside right now it's empty. And what we're going to do is we're going to first set up our kiln shelf stilts, because once we load it, we're going to put another shelf on top. But we want to have these in first because we want to make sure that there's room for them before we load our project. So what I did is I kind of looked at the size of our pumpkins, and I want to make sure that my stilt isn't taller so that the shelf isn't sitting on top of the project. So I've got my stilts. Minimum of 3, you can do 4. I'm going to do 3 because I don't want to take up too much room, because I want to have room for my pumpkins. And you just kind of set it out
like a triangle.
Yep, to brace it, you know, close enough to the edge where you're not taking up too much room, but not so close that it feels like it's going to fall off. All right, so then you're going to take your class project and you're going to steal a table. Don't mind me. Just moving the boxes like a cricket right now. Okay. I like putting something right next to me so I'm not bending over back and forth, back and forth.
Got it.
Okay. Do your project. And you'll just start loading. Now when you're bisque firing, these can touch because there's nothing that's going to make them stick. So, but if you are going to have them touch, make sure there's some airflow. Like, you wouldn't necessarily want to stack them, one because you could break the stem, and another because you're cutting off the airflow. You want the, like you're baking cookies, you want the heat to be able to encompass the project pretty evenly. So I will stack a few and then I'll show you, or I'll load a few and then I'll show you.
Okay.
You want to make sure that nothing touches the walls of the kiln.
Okay.
Because it's uneven heating. Same thing, you don't have food touching the walls of your oven.
So when you load them in, just make sure they have a little bit, maybe like at least a centimeter of space around them, and then a centimeter of space from them to the wall.
If you're not stacking. Like I said, there are certain things that you can stack because airflow can get through to all sides, and that's totally fine.
Okay.
These also, because these are thicker, it's better to give them room, because we really want to make sure that the water, if there is moisture in here, it can evaporate without cracking anything.
Okay.
So, this is actually an easy load because, like I said, things can touch. So when you get to the glazed firing, you can't touch and it starts getting tricky. How many do we have left? Okay, now I'm going to do something that I feel comfortable doing, because I've done it before and I can feel the structural integrity of some of these stems.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to put some of these upside down.
Oh, okay.
To make room, because the air can still flow underneath it and around it.
Okay.
And because I think that a couple of these stems are sturdy enough,
strong
that
enough.
it's not
Okay.
going to adversely affect it. My best to get them all on one shelf to keep the class together.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 more.
Can the shelf rest on the
On
clay
project,
object?
it shouldn't, because
Okay.
uneven heat distribution, because the heat's going to go through the shelf and push right on it. And also, you don't want the pressure, these are so fragile when they're in this stage.
Okay.
Because it's basically like a dried mud pie. And
Okay.
so if you have something pressing down on it, it's more likely to crack it.
Okay.
At least a shelf, because once you put the shelf on top, you're going to put more projects, and it's going to keep adding weight. Like I might actually have to lift these up. Let's see how this is doing. Yeah, on this one. I need to come over here. Let's see here, where can I put you? You like this.